Before we jump into this episode, I want to invite you to join our community to help you become a better steward, scale to billions, and ultimately give more or all of it away. All I want you to do is to click the subscribe button right now. I love your support. It's incredible to see your comments, and we're just getting started. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world to me. Welcome to the Build It to Billions podcast, where we guide successful entrepreneurs and investors on their journey from millions to billions. We believe that the key to scaling and compounding your wealth starts every single day with a mindset and practice of stewardship over ownership and applying billionaire biblical principles. Our ultimate goal is to help you scale and compound your wealth and life so you can give more or all of it away to help MVPs. Hey, I'm your host today, Brett Swartz. In each and every episode, we feature some of the world's top entrepreneurs, millionaires, and billionaires, and they share their principles, values, and secrets and wisdom with us, providing us each with the insights we need to reach the next level of success, faith, and impact. I am excited about our next guest. He's out of the Washington, D.C. area, Northern Virginia. He also has offices in Texas and California. And he's the founder and CEO of Cornerstone Real Estate Investment Services, as well as a general securities representative in the General Securities Principal Fenris Series 24/7 and 63. He focuses on helping people build and create wealth in passive alternative real estate, mostly Delaware statutory trust. He has an incredible background with accounting, incredible background with tax law, and extensive real estate experience, which helps to assist the clients that they serve across the country. He's part of an elite advisory group assisting in the purchasing of over $2 billion in alternative real estate properties, as well as assisted more than 2,200 investment transactions and so much more. Please welcome to the show with me, John Harvey, John Harvey Jr. John, how are we doing?
Great, Brett. How are you? So glad to be here. Thank you for having me on your show.
So we got to meet in Dallas at the Redemptive Real Estate event, which was a phenomenal event. And we sat at the table and we started to talk a little bit. And I think you might have been speaking on stage or you're on a panel.
Yes, we were a sponsor.
Yeah, you're a sponsor.
Real estate, and it's the second annual meeting conference that we've had. The first one was in Santa Barbara, California, and so happy to get into that organization so early on. It's so many people doing such good work out there with real estate.
Yeah, leading with faith and impact and making a difference and bringing the expertise together, which is what we're going to be talking about today, which is a new way of giving and a new way of giving through real estate, highly appreciated real estate. Yes. Which is so cool. You're pioneering that. But before we go into all of that, John, would you give our listeners just a little bit more about your story and your current focus?
Yes. So I have a kind of a long story. Began with accounting, like you mentioned, at USC, and got my CPA back in '99, and I basically began to work in Beverly Hills. With Ernst & Young, and my first client, some of your listeners may know him, was Johnny Carson. So I did...
Johnny Carson, that is so cool. Yeah, wow. What did that story go like?
Yes, Burt Bacharach, Walter Matthau. So I know how much Johnny gave in alimony. It's a secret, but I know how much he gave in alimony. So I kind of got my start with the rich and famous there in Beverly Hills. Not a bad place to start. And then later on, I got a master's in taxation and was a senior manager with Deloitte & Touche. But in the 90s, I actually lived in Russia. I went there and I was a missionary in Russia after the Iron Curtain fell. And came back, and basically that's when this industry really began that I'm involved in. It began in 2001. In 2002 was an IRS revenue ruling that really gave birth to our industry, and it allowed for a fractional ownership interest. At that time, it was a tenant in common. A couple of years later, in 2004, they issued a revenue ruling.
So if you like this little short clip of the interview I just did, click over here to watch the full interview. And please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much, everybody.